Okay, so hello and welcome to week 5, day 2. So I did some leg curls, just 2 sets of 10, but I didn't film that. And then moving on to these wide grip deficit deadlifts. So it's from a 2-inch deficit. I don't like to go any higher than that. I don't really see the point. I used to years ago do higher deficits, 3 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, and I even went and used an 8-inch deficit once, and I just found that it didn't really have to carry over, to be honest, because when I'd go back to regular deadlifts, it didn't really help that much. So for deficits nowadays, I just use 1 inch or 2 inch, usually 2 inches, but I don't go any higher than that. And wide grip just to make it harder. So if you've been following my videos, you'll notice I've been doing these for the last 4 weeks. Just going lighter on these today. My new straps arrived, so I thought I'd try them because the old ones are quite worn. And I thought I'd just do 4. So here's 180 kilos for 4 repetitions. And yeah, felt alright. I just didn't want to go too heavy. I'd failed 260 for 2 the week prior, so I thought this week I'm just going to go lighter. And then I just finished up with a single at 200 just to see how that felt. And yeah, I just thought I'll call it there. Really, I always intended for today to be a bit lighter, and then I thought, I'm going to go lighter on the Good Mornings. Since this was a lighter day, I was contemplating skipping these altogether actually, but I thought no, I'll do it. So instead of doing 10 reps or 12, I just did 3 sets of 6 so I've reduced the load and reduced the volume as well. So 3 sets of 6 with lighter weight. I think last week I went up to 220 kilos. So this week I only went up as high as this 140. So this is the third and final set at 308 pounds, and not wearing a belt there, I don't think. No, I'm not wearing a belt. So as it's light, I didn't need to really, and I just wasn't feeling up to training today. I just felt really crappy today, so I just wanted to get through it. So neutral grip lat pull downs behind the neck, 3 sets of 15. I'm basically repeating what I did the first week, but just using slightly more weight. First set of this today was 40 kilos, then 47, and then this 54 that I filmed, this was the third and final set at 15 reps, and yeah, that actually felt quite easy. Because last week I went up to 8s, now that I've reduced the weight and gone to 15s, it feels so much easier. I've swapped out the seal rows for these dumbbell rows, just starting ultra light with these at the moment, and then I'm going to increase the weight in the coming weeks. I might even keep these in actually for the next block, we'll see. With these, the key is to try and row it towards your pocket and try and squeeze them lats. 3 sets of 12 with that. And then moving on to EC preacher curls. So this is just a warm up, 19 kilos for 5. And then afterwards, today's protocol is just to do 3 sets of 5. So this is the first set. Last week I did 10 reps with this weight. So I thought I'll use the weight that I did 10 reps with last week and just do 3 sets of 5 with that. So did 5 reps and they weren't too bad. So I thought, I'll go up slightly on this second one. So we've got 36.5 kilos here, 80. So I'm just doing 5s this week. I think next week I do 8 reps but be more weight. And then third and final set, 39 kilos or 86 pounds. Using 3 plates aside now, 3 5s on each side. The easy bar itself is only 9 kilos. So 15 one side, 15 another, that's 30, and then the bar is 9, so that's 39 kilos altogether. So that's biceps done. Behind the back wrist curls for forearms. Third and final set. The first set was 30 kilos. The second set was 40 kilos, and this third and final set 45 kilos. So 3 sets of 15. This is what I did on week 1, so I'm just again repeating what I did on week 1 for this 5th week, but just using slightly more weight. I think on week 1 I went up to 40 or 42.5, so 45 this week, just a small increase. And then finished up with dead hangs with a pronated grip. So I'm currently weighing 320 pounds, just under 23 stone. Please excuse the belly there. So last week the goal was to do 3 sets of 35 seconds. The first 2 sets I did 35, but unfortunately I failed on the 3rd set and I only managed 30 seconds. So I've come back today to see if I can actually get the job done. Not using any chalk. I actually jumped up on that first one which did make it harder, but I got it done. I'm having just over 2 minutes rest in between. Set number 2, and again successful at 35 seconds on the 2nd set, just as I did last week. This was hard, but I was confident that I could do the 3rd set for 35 seconds. I just like to close my eyes when I'm doing these and just try to really concentrate and just not look at anything. Okay, here we are. 3rd and final set. And yep, I'm happy to say that I did manage to do 35 seconds. I completed all 3 sets of 35 seconds. So next week I might attempt to try 3 sets of 40 seconds. Or I might just see if I can do 75, 80 seconds. I believe my best is 70 seconds on this, so next week I might come in and see if I can beat that. But yeah, I've managed to get all. This was really hard though. I don't think I could have held on for 1 more second. I barely managed this 3rd set. This was really, really tough. I definitely couldn't have held on for 40 seconds. But I managed it, so yeah, there we are. So yeah, another session in the bag. Join me on Sunday. Which will be day 3, and yeah, I'll be doing axle overhead press plus all the accessories. So stay tuned, and see you next time.